That's what. Okay. Do it. Let's do another one. All right. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. Is all of them on? All right, all right. Peace, peace, and blessings. Haki Ami here, the Success Scholar. Well, yeah, I guess you see the title. You see the title. Well, let's go in. Let's go in. So it's a great day. Hope you are doing wonderful. Haki Ami, the Success Scholar. Definitely, I am broadcasting live, of course. Oh, where's my headphones so I can hear? I'm sorry, I'm getting feedback. I'm broadcasting live on my remote microphone. I really wasn't ready. Uh, all right, that sounds better. Let me turn it down a little bit. All right. So, yes, yes, yes. So, you see the title, and I definitely want to, just give my views and opinions on what I have witnessed. I think that it's opportune time for me to ask some of my allies, of course, and those who have been outspoken on issues to take this consideration into play. Many of you have seen this. I don't know what in the hell to actually call it, but I guess it's like a song, like a Lady Gaga. What's that other woman that did the weird stuff? I don't know, the white woman, Marilyn Monroe. I don't know what in the hell this was supposed to be, a scary film in a miniature, with music as a background. But I believe that we have a responsibility, and as black people to when we see black people do things that are not good for the culture, to actually stand up and ask some questions, of course, but also to take a stand. So I'm asking for my peers, my brothers, to, yes, consider and with your platforms to consider placing a boycott on this Montero Lamar Hill. um, we see the challenges the young black women and men are facing throughout urban and not so urban communities. We just had in Washington, D.C., two young females, aged 13 and 15, engaged in a carjacking that killed a foreign man from Pakistan, an Uber Eats driver. And many people, for whatever reason, have a lack of understanding of, where does this behavior come from. And no, I'm not going to say within by itself that hip hop is to blame. And I wish to address a brother that posted on my post that Lil Nas X is not a hip hop artist. And I'm looking at his Wikipedia, and I've read some things about him way before, but I never paid him any that much attention to where he needed to warrant addressing. But I think that when you are influential, you have a responsibility, and we have a responsibility to check certain types of behavior as men and women. So I'm gonna, you know, ask. Uh, I'm gonna ask for um, my brothers and sisters that are viewing this to take this into consideration. Now, I'm gonna read this young man's bio, but you all have seen the film. I'm sorry, his video. And let me just show some pictures. I don't have a picture of the full video, but let me just share. Let's see what you all see it. You can see. Let me go to my PowerPoint from slideshow. You see that one. Oh, let me make sure I'm sharing the screen. Let me go back to the beginning. Hold on. Make sure you all can see it. Oh, I didn't share the screen. Did I share the screen? No. Your entire screen or application window. Yeah, I'll share the entire screen, and well, let me pull it up first. So, okay. From the beginning, let's look at the beginning. Hopefully you all see it. 1, 2. I only want to show like 3 pictures, but I'm hoping I'm doing that right, but I can't see it. But oh, there it is. Okay. No, yeah, it's sharing now. Okay, there we go. That's one picture. Now I'll just say, who wants their young black men dressing up like this, like straight up? Let me just ask that question by show of hands. Not many real men, and that's the unfortunate reality, that many black men are not in their children's life. And if you have, I'm appealing to black men out here, if you have young men that are around you and that may not necessarily be your children, you have responsibility to, organize and think wisely about what you desire for their future, right? Look at this one. This is one of the other videos. This is in the video. Like, look at this. What is this? Like, who wants their children watching this? Like, no one. No one. All right? And this picture. And you all saw it. I'm not going to show the video. It was just so disgusting that it shouldn't be on television. And I don't believe, I would hope that BET and the Grammys and what's the other one, NAACP, that they wouldn't allow for this to actually be given any platforms. Let me stop screen. Okay. That they won't allow for this to be given any play on their platforms, right? So I would for surely hope and pray that this type of insanity will get checked. But let me read his bio. And I'm hoping I'm going to look back over that and make sure I did that right. But Montero, he was born, oh my gosh, April the 9th, 1999, which is the opposite of 666. Wow, yeah. 1999, April the 9th, 1999. Known as Lil Nas X, is an American rapper. I mean, see what they do, giving him that label, although many people said that he was not. Songwriter and internet personality. He rose to prominence. He was an internet personality, right? He rose to prominence with his release of his country rap single, Old Town Road, which first achieved viral popularity on social media app TikTok in early 2019 before climbing music charts internationally and becoming a diamond certified by November of the same year. So he's born in Lithia Spring, Georgia, and he went to school in West Virginia. Well, that says it all. His genres of music is country rap, hip hop, trap, and pop. Yeah, trap is the degenerate like music anyway. So So he has some music. Old Town Road spent 19 weeks atop of the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart, becoming the longest running number one song since the chart debuted in 1958. See the setup? See that 1-2 combination? You know, built people up and then take the masses into a type of degeneracy, right? Several remixes of the song were released. The most popular with Billy Ray Cyrus, which topped the Hot 100, came the only artist to do so while having a number one record. I'm sorry, on top of the Hot 100. Okay, following the hit of the success of Old Town Road, Nas X released his debut EP titled Seven, which spawned two further singles, Panani. I can't even read all this. Wait a minute. Nas X was the most nominated male artist in the 62nd annual Grammy Awards, where he ultimately won for Best Music Video and Best Pop Duo Group Performance. And with Old Town Road, earned him 2 MTV Video Music Awards, including Song of the Year, American Music Award, and Favorite Rap Hip Hop Song. He's the first openly LGBT artist to win Country Music Award. See, and now and this is deep. This is deep. This is like, I mean, they will use a they will use a young black man to push a certain narrative so that they can, of course, criminalize black people, sort of create a type of hostility in the minds of white America to say that these people need to be destroyed. Look what they're doing to our people. And many of us, we believe in these lies, and unfortunately, many people don't say anything at the appropriate time. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let me read it. Let me see. Early life and education. All right. He was named after Mitsubishi. His parents divorced when he was 6, and he in the housing projects with his mother and grandmother. 3 years later, he moved in with his father, a gospel singer. That's interesting. Although he would initially reluctant to leave, he later regarded it as an important decision. There's so much going on in Atlanta. If I had stayed, I would have fallen in the wrong crowd. He started using the internet heavily right around the time memes started to become their own form of entertainment about when he was 13. So he attended the University of West Virginia 1 year before dropping out to pursue a musical career. During this time, he stayed with his sister and supported himself, working jobs at Zaxby's restaurant and Six Flags over Georgia theme park. Okay. So there's a few other things. His career, public recognition. This is on his Wikipedia. But whether you agree with this, I think this is like absolutely targeting children. Let's just look at it. Like, I don't think there are not many. What are you talking about? There are not many adults out here that actually believe in a red person underneath the ground with fire. I mean, do people still believe that? I don't. I mean, like, I don't even. I mean, I need to ask some people because I don't think that people really like believe that. But it's like, but in the mind of a. I mean, and why I say that, and it's not to denigrate, anyone's belief systems, but there are many different unique interpretations of heaven and hell from many different religious perspectives. So therefore, what I'm saying is that I don't know. I simply don't know. I don't, and if I don't know, and most people can't speak wisely about it, I think that ultimately it's a theory, in the context of this hell place being, this picture, cropped up in people's minds. So it's actually an attack, for instance, on the black church of sorts, right? But the reality is kind of in his, and in the world's immature mind, of interpretations of even knowing that there are different beliefs, that many people don't even interpret hell as like this burning fireplace or whatever. So with that being said, this is targeting the immature minds of children, because most children, they still think that there's this hell place, and like Santa Claus, like if you don't do good, you going here, right? So, and understanding that TikTok mostly was started and created by these young, youthful people, right? So he has been made into this before the image of the youth, right? And this song kind of centered him in the face of millions and millions throughout the world. And so now, instead of taking all of that positive, energy and community clout, you just create this particular song and go on on the most far extreme that anybody has ever seen, like with the lifestyle, of course, and then the pole and the imitation of Christ, right? I guess that was like so it's like, but here's what I'm trying to do in this video. I'm trying to wake people up from the slave mentality of how musicians have been controlled and put into place over the masses of black people since slavery, and since the beginning of time. Actually, they've been used and manipulated. They're called weaponized entertainers. For instance, that's the proper term: weaponized entertainers. They have no consciousness, they have no morality, no ethics, and they have no consciousness about the world and the global system of racism and white supremacy. So we have to watch. And it's unfortunate that many adults, immaturely don't understand these dynamics, and they're not able to properly address and protect the minds of our children. And this is why they're running wild, and they're committing crimes such as the 13-year-old and the 15-year-old carjacking in DC just a few days ago. And so it's all a part of that, right? And if you don't take a stand, and if you allow for this mass propaganda to infect honestly, let's just be real. Ain't too many black people like listening. Not many black people gonna listen to this and be like, yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just, so it's kind of appealing to kind of like the mass shooters and all kind of other, I'm not going to say particular racial groups, but since he does have black skin and he went into country, it's like he's trying to appeal to like everybody, just to create a mass confusion, right? So this is why I say this is like a Tavistock. Look up Tavistock Institute. mass propaganda operation in the minds of the people. And so I know a few people who've done a good job of breaking these things down of the mass media. Brother Irritated Genie, he does this one called Entertainment and the Poltergeist. Yes, look it up on YouTube. Definitely, you have to understand how propaganda works in this day and age. So I'm just gonna say we need some real men and women, some real conscious heroes, some real conscious, holistic uh, black men and women that are conscious to not fall into the mental propaganda mind trap, the zombification and the demoralization of black people. So I'm asking who I named. Did I name names? I said Al Sharpton, Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Boyce Watkins, and NAACP, and the fraternities and sororities. You talking about that little? Ooh, nah. Please. uh, but yeah. So we can't. We need conscious people to take a position. We're not going to align ourselves with this. We are black first. Like we're not artists and all this other crazy stuff. We're not created in the image and how and what other people define for us. And so this is why I'm encouraging you definitely to subscribe to this channel. Do like, share, and of course follow me on Instagram, Success Scholar, and Success Scholar One on Twitter. And we need people to stand up and be decent. That be have understand who you are truly. You may have to read some books. You may not have to be up in these YouTubes and all this other stuff and becoming ignorant. We need conscious, educated, enlightened, intelligent, healthy black people, right? Regardless of wherever you live. Like this is a universal standard of excellence and upliftment and wholeness and rightness, right? So I'm just saying, yes, we need to set some standards, not appease this wickedness, not appease this degeneracy, not try to, not try to, make these people feel that they are important. Uh, like they are setting the culture for black people and for the world, and this is why we have to understand who controls this music industry, right? I'm gonna work on some PowerPoints because I've been, I've been trained, I've been taught, I've been enlightened on these issues for years. Like I don't say a whole lot about what's going on totally because it's beyond too many of you's understanding, right? For sure. So, and I don't want to sound like I'm overreacting, of course, but and I don't want to sound like a conspiracy person, but I know regardless of where you are and how good you think your children are doing, I've seen it and I've statistically studied it where, regardless of how you doing, if you are not aware politically, aware and consciously and culturally, huh, your children are going to get caught up one way or the other. They're going to become a statistic. And I'm just making it plain and not, and so uh, I'm just, and I name these other people names and not that I agree with everything that these individuals stand for and believe in or whatever, but I think this is an easy one, right? It's like a free throw. This is an easy one for everyone to get behind, and I'm gonna tag them. I'm gonna tag them all in my Twitter with this video. So I'm hoping and that you all will join and be a supporter, of course, and we're gonna get a petition going, and let's just send some letters to BET and say, don't you dare. As well as the NAACP with their image awards, because NAACP, they'll do it. Sometimes they'll. I mean, well, let me just say it. Let me go back. I don't think even the NAACP and BET, they won't. They probably like, all right, you're done. You're done. You're dismissed. We don't need that. I mean, like, but you never know what money, uh, what money can do for people. And I'm just saying, you may not think that it hurts you directly. What they say, sticks and stones may break my bones or whatever, but words may never hurt you. Well, words are destroying the black community, causing children to be little criminals and little thugs and little gangbangers, drive-by shooters, drunks and little addicts, right? And if we do not check some of this music, because these people, they believe they got there because they're talented, right? They don't believe that they are filling the global system of racism, white supremacy, and they weaponize. It's it's a counterinsurgency, right? This is called propaganda, and best believe that these people have a militaristic mindset about these entertainers. You go read, and it's a white guy, John Patosh. He wrote the book. First he wrote the FBI War on Tupac, and you all can watch. We have a 3-hour panel that we did. We did that in Capitol Heights, Maryland, at Everlasting Life. 3-4 hours with Sister Uri, Brother Hakeem from Black and Nobel in Philadelphia. Who else was there? And John Patosh, a white guy. And he wrote the FBI War on Tupac and all political prisoners. But he also wrote a newer book that deals with drugs. I'm sorry, I don't know. Let me see. John Patosh. I'm gonna find his book. Y'all need to. I mean, drugs as weapons. Let me see. Drugs as weapons. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, drugs as weapons against us. So you need to understand, and some of these other people, the people that I named, in this, they don't have this unique, depth, shall I say, and unique perspective of different people, and reading different people on a particular serious work that some real people are doing to understand the various types of consciousness that needs to happen in a war that's actually creating zombies and poverty and slaves, mind slaves in this society, and a nation of addicts and criminals. So we need to take some conscious positions. I will hope that someone can reach out to me, Success Scholar, or Hakiami at Gmail, of course, or just leave me a message or text me. So I'm not hard to find, but definitely holler at me. Let's organize continually. Share, like, and subscribe this. If you don't do anything else, you can share this. You can like and you can subscribe and click the little bell so when I come on, you definitely can check some of my other pieces out. So that's all I have, y'all. I'm out. Peace and blessings. Haki Ami, the Success Scholar. Thank you.